In today's episode, we face 6th place Alvarez in the La Liga, and we face CSKA Moscow in a game that doesn't affect anything in our group stage for the Champions League. Remind me again why I've picked these two games for today's episode. Hey guys, and welcome back to the 36th episode of the FM21 Real Madrid Save, where today, as long as you haven't clicked off yet, because I completely just talked down on the games that we're playing today, we are facing Alvarez in the La Liga, and then CSKA Moscow in our first and final. It's not first in any way, shape or form, I don't know why I've said that. It's our final game of the I really should be re-recording this, but it's not going well, is it? If the Champions League knockout stages. If you haven't clicked off by now, make sure you subscribe, because honestly, if you can handle that, you can handle anything else I'm throwing your way in these videos, as well as liking this video if you are enjoying the FIFA 21, it's Football Manager. This is the worst intro I've ever done in my entire life. Football Manager 2021 content. Could we please get 6 likes? I was going to go for 8, but honestly, 6 I think is generous based off the shambolic start we've had to today's episode. But we have played some games off camera, unfortunately not a lot. The only games we did end up playing were these 3, and our first one was an away draw against Arsenal. Not a bad result at all, especially considering we were away from home against a pretty decent side. Then we beat Getafe and Celtic, and now we're rounding out just before the World Cup kicks off in our last 2 games. So make sure that you do let me know down in the comment section below if you want me to do a designated video just simulating through the 2022 World Cup. I believe I did this last year to see how New Zealand did, and I think Scotland ended up winning the World Cup. So please let me know down in the comment section below if you want to see that. But without any further ado, we're going to jump into the first game of today's episode against 6th place Alvarez. This is the squad that we're going with. Apparently I'm not even going through the squad that we're going with today. Just straight into the team talk, business end of stuff. I mean, I have wasted enough of your time completely mispronouncing English words. I was about to say New Zealand words. That's exactly what they are. This is the squad that we're going with. We've got a very strong 11 as per usual. I mean, we could rotate to our 3rd best team and still have a very strong 11. I have just realised that we've got Ndidi on box to box. I would much prefer to have Casemiro in that spot. So that quick tweak is going to fix it. And also I don't like having Varane on the right side. It's just, okay, this is all stuff that should have been organised, done. Yeah, it's not good, is it? It's not good. But as long as we win this game, it's going to be a positive episode. And I think we've just won a penalty very early on in today's game. Is it going to be one? I mean, they're messing around with VAR. It is a penalty. Oh, I've just realised it's a penalty. Boys and girls, we can't miss another one. Like, it will be ridiculous if we miss another penalty. Sergio Ramos. No. This is like, actually, there's something going on here. Because you don't set up penalty tactics. You pick your penalty takers, and they either score it or they don't. I acknowledge, I don't pick my penalty takers, because I just like to let the game decide. But there shouldn't be this many misses, and it's a joke. No. There's an agenda against me. Football Manager know how good I am at this game. They think I'm a god among men. I think they think I'm Zealand, because I'm from New Zealand. They're easily confused, clearly. But there must be something in the game. Get Raxo FM not to score penalties. I know we've just scored, but I'm fuming actually. It's not on. I want to talk to Sports Interactive. Get me on the phone to them. Honestly, to be honest, if we ended up getting on the phone to Sports Interactive, I'd probably just be like, thanks for making a pretty solid game, lads. You've wasted a lot of my hours in my life, but and wasted in a good cunt. Well, I'm really digging myself into a hole here. We've scored. Let's celebrate that. Let's stop talking about things that it's going to get me in trouble with the people that make the game that I literally play for hundreds of hours every single year. Mendy clears it forward, plays it into Dybala. Dybala's going to play it through to Nunes, who I think just stayed onside and has chipped the goalkeeper absolutely brilliantly. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. That is something I love to do in FIFA 21 Pro Clubs. If you guys want to see those Pro Clubs videos, live streams, let me know down in the comment section below, please. But that is magical. Majestic, delicious. I couldn't think of a better word. Yeah, okay. It's gone on. That's the important thing. And we're 2-0 up on the night. I think it's going to be an absolute goal frenzy if it keeps going this way. Could have been 3-0 up, but Football Manager have an agenda against me. Vinicius Jr. going in, playing it back to Mendy. Sancho should be scoring. I mean, to be fair, there's a player right in front of him. And Núñez was offside, so even if he did get it through, would have been blocking the goalkeeper's view. I don't know. I have a level 1 refereeing scholarship. No, that's not true. Certificate. There we go. Got there in the end. And I really don't know what's going on with the rules of football anymore. But it doesn't matter because we're winning, and that's within the rules. I'm pretty certain they can't rule them out of VAR at the end of the game. No, they can't. They can't. Right? Dybala scored again. This one's not being ruled out for offside. Eder Militao with a brilliant ball over the top, playing it right back still, and doing an amazing job out there. I have to say, I feel bad for not starting him for longer in that position because he is making it his own this season. Keeping Carvajal out, keeping Fabinho out, even though he's not registered for our team. But even if he was, I think that Militao would be keeping that spot down because he's doing so well. I'm actually going to highlight him and take a look at how many assists and goals he's gotten this season at halftime because couldn't do it just then. But he's playing at 8.2 right now and doing very well. I think he's trying to close down. No, that was Dybala. So, yeah, not quite running forward. But he was staying in position. That's what we want to see. Casemiro through to Vinicius Jr. to make it 5-0. What? Okay, no, it had already changed. I got a wee bit confused. It's now 4-0. It's 4-0, not 5. Got a bit ahead of myself. But that's a beautiful finish. And I don't know how we're winning by this much. We missed a penalty. He's just absolutely done the defender there. He's fallen over. Martin, I apologise to you. It's probably pronounced Martin or something like that. So I apologise to Martin for that. But it's a magical... And they've got a red card now. This game is going swimmingly. Honestly, if this could happen, I don't know, once or twice a week, we'd be in great shape. Dybala steps over. He scored 5-0. They've got a red card. Missed a penalty as well. This is why I decided to show this video, because I knew this was going to happen. This was calculated by myself. I'm a genius. We've always known this, but we didn't realise it went this far. I can predict when games are going to be absolute stellars. What a game so far. I'm stoked with the performance. I forgot to show Militao's stats. I'm very mad about that, but let's take a look now. He has played 10 league games and only gone 4 assists, to be fair. So not as insane as I thought. But 7.47 rating. It shows that he's doing a bit on the defensive end as well as the attacking end. I like him. I think he's a good player on that right back position. And I think I've just created a highlight. Hate it. Why is this still in the game? This was in the game last year, Football Manager. Why did you think to yourself, you know what? No, people love it when they're going to make a tactical change, decide what they want to do, come out and have a highlight that leads to literally nothing and wouldn't have appeared if we didn't do the tactical change. Yeah, it's my favourite part of the game, honestly. Keep that in there. That's what I'd say to Sports Interactive if I had a call with them. I would say, get rid of tactical changes leading to highlights. It's frustrating. I don't need it in my life. There's plenty of things I need in my life. Highlights based off tactical changes, not one of them. Goals from Casemiro from miles outside of the box is one of them. What a hit. He has gotten an assist in this game already. I don't think that's true, actually. Yeah, I don't know why I've said that, but he scored a goal. That's the important thing. What a hit. It's just gone to the left of the goalkeeper. Nothing he can do about it. His positioning didn't help, to be fair, but it's now 6-0. And Alvarez, up in 6th place, have to really look at themselves and think, how are we up in 6th place? Núñez playing a ball in, doesn't find anyone, but he collects it once again. Is he going to pass it out? He does play it out to Militao. And then Ndidi playing it over to Dybala. Casemiro, Vinicius Jr. Yeah, it wasn't the best shot. I mean, we've had a lot of good shots in today's episode, so let's, calm it down a wee bit. But yeah, that was pretty average. They've got a couple of attacking players up there, but they have taken off their right winger because of the red card. Personally, I would just go for it. You're 6-0 down. Try and get a consolation. Try and get something out of it. At least then one of your players can tell their grandchildren, I scored. I wouldn't want to tell their grandchildren about this at all. So, yeah, let's keep them the way it is. Let's have a bit of hush. Casemiro over to Mendy. I mean, we're going to talk about this game for years to come. You guys probably aren't. And, oh my God, is it going? Oh, there's about 5 chances to score there. That's not true. I think there was only 3. But that's still I'm rounding to the nearest 5 there. That's a thing, right? You can round to the nearest. I'm sure that's a thing. 20 minutes to go. And they've got a free kick. They could get the consolation. They almost have. It's headed just over the bar, and I was kind of rooting for them there. I mean, I would love a clean sheet, but I was also like, you know, they've played all right. They deserve a goal, but they didn't get it. And, yeah, let's all be honest here, I'm very happy about that. Hazard's coming on in the central attacking midfielder spot, but only because Sancho was looking a bit tired. Dybala's also looking tired as well, so he might have to come off as well, because he's just been playing like an absolute machine this game so far. I think he's on 2 goals, though, so I kind of want to keep him on for that final chance to push for a hat-trick. 20 minutes to go. Will he survive? Yeah, he doesn't have to play against Moscow. Yeah, he'll live. He'll live. He's on 9.7 rating. I can't justify bringing him off. Like, it's just, it's unjustifiable. If he ends up getting injured, I will have a wee cry to myself, though. Eric Garcia, a man that doesn't get much game time, he's coming on as well. Left centre-back. I think he's going to do a job there for the final few minutes. Anyone else I want to bring off? Just for appearances, we're going to bring Gabriel Jesus on because he is a regular starter based off his contract, and I have not been giving him that. Núñez is too good. It just has to be said. Did you see that chip? Beautiful. 2 minutes of additional time. Fly by straight away. And it is a 6-0 win. He scored 1 in that second half, but I don't care. You're allowed to relax after that first half, boys. What a performance. And it's Dybala getting the man of the match. 2 goals, 1 assist. He is finally finding that form that he had last season. If we take a look at his stats, they're still... Oh no, now they're pretty impressive. Okay, he's got my side. He's got my vote. Last season he got 13 goals and 20 assists in 29 games. Now he's got 5 goals and 4 assists in 8 games. He's almost halved his goals tally for last season in a third of the games, less than that. Yeah, he's doing well again. I love Dybala. He is just amazing in this game. And if you're doing a Real Madrid save, you need to sign him. And it's so shy. You're mental if you think I'm selling this man. He is the single best thing that I have done in this entire save. And I've made some brilliant managerial decisions in this save. Núñez, Ronaldo, even Eric Garcia, even average signings that I make. I don't know if I made a single bad signing in this entire save. The closest one to a bad signing would be Van der Voort. And even he's been solid for the team. He's only conceded 5 in 9 appearances and 6 clean sheets. Come on, if that's my bad signing, I must be some sort of tactical genius. This is why I make 3 signings and 3 sales videos. And now I seem to be getting aggressive for some reason. So I'm going to end the recording here and simulate forward until our next game, which is in the Champions League final against CSKA in Moscow. We've had 21 of our players called up for the World Cup. We've got some pretty good players in here, don't we? I definitely want to get some match reports. So, you know what? I'm going to confirm for all of them to make sure that I see how each and every single one of them is progressing. Taking a look at the competition, Brazil looks strong. Uruguay look very strong, actually. I don't know who I'm going to put down as my winner. I'm going to go for a stab in the dark and say it's going to be Uruguay. I think Núñez up top with Valverde and Bentancur in midfield. They're going to do well. Mark my words. They're going to do an absolutely brilliant job this year. 7th place in the world rankings. You know, it's not bad. We'll have to see how they do in this game against France. But for now, we have to focus on our game at hand, and it is against CSKA Moscow. The one that doesn't make a difference for our entire season. We're already in the top spot. We cannot be knocked out of it. So we're just going to jump into this game and hope that we come away with a good win to get ourselves out of this momentum either way, because we're you know, having a 2-month break where the World Cup is happening. Let me know if you want me to cover the World Cup. I didn't even go over the squad that we're using today. We've got Gabriel Jesus, Hazard, Dybala, Zaniolo, Bentancur, Marcus, Antonio, Mendy, Varane, Sergio Ramos, Carvajal, and Van der Voort. I'm not too worried about rotating the squad here. As I said before, we've got a lot of players that aren't going to be playing for us for quite some time. But Sergio Ramos, one of our starters today, has come away with a goal. With his first goal of the season, he's missed 2 penalties, but he scores that one. I mean, that was probably a bit easier than a penalty. It is kind of right there. But he's still done a good job to try and miss that because it was pretty close to the goalkeeper. We're just not good from any point-blank range situations this season, but after 20 minutes we're still winning 1-0, so we can't be complaining about the scoreline too much, although I will still complain about it if we miss a penalty. 30 minutes gone and it's a very bland affair. We've only seen that one highlight. Doesn't matter though, as long as we come away with the points, we're going to be doing well. Even if we don't come away with the points, actually, we're going to win this group. So once again, I query as to why I'm covering this episode, but Zaniolo has come away with goal there, and that is a great header, a great ball into the mix by Dybala. No one's picking him up, and the goalkeeper is absolutely stranded himself. And I've just realised that Marcos Antonio is facing his former club. How did I not realise that earlier? Oh no, it was Shakhtar, that's his former club. That's why I haven't realised that earlier. Half-time comes around and we've taken the 2 opportunities that we've been given, so I'm happy with that performance so far. We're bringing Dybala off. I want him to be doing well at the World Cup, so we'll give him some time to rest and bring Zaniolo into the cam position. Play Vinicius Jr. as an attacking winger. He can... let's keep him as an inside forward, even though he's left-footed. Right-footed, sorry, and you'd want him to be cutting in on that foot. I'm sure he'll still do a good job. Here's Dybala, the man coming off, dribbling past a couple of players, and ends up getting a semi-assist, and Eden Hazard scores his first goal of the season. It is sad to say that that is his first goal of the season. I had no idea he hadn't scored yet. Clearly not the best player this year, but at least he's got one. At least he's got one. That is why we've got Depay, who can play out on the left-hand side, Gabriel Jesus. We've got Zaniolo, we can play out there, Vinicius Jr. It's good to have options. I'm happy that we have options. Another opportunity coming our way, and another goal. Can we continue that record here? Vinicius Jr. on the ball, on that right-hand side, cutting inside, playing it out to Hazard, trying to whip a ball in. Is he going to find anyone? I thought he was going to win a penalty for a second, but luckily for them, it hasn't been one of those. Looks like a clean tackle, but actually ends up being a penalty things in Football Manager this year. We clear it long, find Hazard. I feel like that wasn't a clearance. I think that was a very well calculated pass by Sergio Ramos. He could get an assist here. He almost does. It's hit the post. I think Zaniolo was the man that headed it, almost getting the second of the game. But unfortunately, it's just hit the post and stayed out. And as we can see by the rest of the groups, there's some seriously tough affairs going on. Atletico Madrid, Borussia Mönchengladbach, Porto going on. That's going to be a tight end to the year. But I think that no matter what happens, we're going through. So let's not complain about anything that happens in any other situations. Carvajal collecting the ball, playing it through to Gabriel Jesus, and now we've made it 5-0. It's been a very good episode for goal scoring. I have realised that I just said 5-0 when it's actually only 4-0, but that's still a lot of goals. How many goals did we score in the last game? 6, I want to say. In my defence, I did record it yesterday, so I can't actually remember, but I'm pretty sure it was 6. So that's 10 goals in today's episode. You've got your money's worth, boys and girls. Mendy's also going to come off because he's looking quite tired in that left-back position. To be fair, I probably shouldn't have started him at all. I should have brought Nori in, because he does deserve a wee start every now and then, but he's done a job out there, Mendy. I think he's even gotten a man of the match performance, so maybe it's a good thing that I did start him. We've come away with the win. We've finished our group in top spot, and we will be finding out who we're versing in our next round of the Champions League in the next episode. But for now, I've got a lot of simulating to do off camera, and I don't know whether or not I'm covering the World Cup. Do I cover it? I don't know. Do I cover it? I think I'm going to cover it. I think I'm going to make an episode tomorrow about the World Cup where we simulate through it, just go over what happens in it and see who ends up winning it in the end. It's going to be an entertaining one. Make sure you don't miss it. Make sure you like this video if you have enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to the Real FM channel as well. And I'll see you all later.